Hello everybody, Breck here again with a new subscriber request video. One of you guys asked me to play on any map, so I am gonna play on Talah with the G36C, the foregrip, the heavy barrel and the holographic sight, with the M9 pistol, and these were not specific, so I'm just gonna use the ones that I kinda like. It's a team deathmatch server with 1000 tickets, but I will probably not show you guys the entire match because maybe that will be too long. So about the weapon, I haven't played that many hours or that much with the G36C. I'm gonna call it the G36 because that's a little bit shorter than the G36C, of course. But if I have to choose between the G36 and the A91, I will always pick the A91. I just find it a little bit better. It's easier to control. I do know I kinda smelled a guy there. I really smelled the guy that was camping in the left corner, so I did take him out. I'm gonna heal with this medic pack and I'm gonna move from the right. But about the weapon, it is really hard to control, in my opinion. It's really, once you get or once you shoot, the recoil is pretty weird. But it's also possible because I am actually not familiar with the recoil. With the A91 I kinda know where it goes, although I cannot tell you guys if it goes to the left or right. I just play and then I kind of feel it. Not too bad for your cover. He does throw a pretty good nade. Yeah, it does also has its power. I mean, the short range power and the fire rate is pretty high. At least in combination, of course, with the rest of the advantage of this weapon. There's a guy on the left. Okay, one more. Okay, I think I'm in the spawn of these guys, so it's possible that I'm gonna be a sitting duck here. And there is a guy here. He's a dead guy. And there's some other people. Ooh, I actually thought I would die here in that spot. But looks like this weapon kinda surprised me a little bit. Then again, I really thought this weapon would be worse than I actually thought, but it's actually a little bit better. So of course it's gonna be hard to kill a heavy LMG if he's suppressing you, or a medic or experienced medic with the favorite weapon, of course. But if you are a little bit bored with playing with the M4 all the time, this is actually not that bad. I mean, it's a good weapon. It's an easy to learn, fast to learn weapon. That was pretty bad because I actually... Ooh, there's a spot where you could go I actually haven't heard or did not know about. So maybe I can see where this guy actually went. But in general I have to go for the A91 just because I think I'm a little bit more in love with it than with the G36. I find it a little bit easier to control. I also find when you get suppressed that the recoil is pretty controllable. Probably with the A91 I would have killed that guy here, but with the G36 I don't know, I kind of failed. So I'm not sure where this guy is. I don't know if there is still a second. Ooh, yeah, I think there is a second guy there, and I think I'm gonna get screwed here. So I'm gonna try to jump over, and I'm screwed. I cannot move. If I move, I die. There is a guy. I'm actually trying to slowly move to the back because I actually thought I would. Oh, okay, I can shoot this one with one bullet. Pretty weird, but eventually we do make it. I'm gonna nade. Okay, not nade this top. Looks like I cannot nade it through, which is pretty weird because on my screen it was pretty obvious or straightforward. I could actually nade through it. There is still some guys here, or there are still some guys here. I'm gonna try to clear these guys. So that's a pretty easy kill. These guys are still on the top here somewhere. So I have to be a little bit careful here, because once you go up here, you actually can get screwed big time, as you see right there. Once you get in the open that bad, you're just gonna get screwed over. So currently 18-4. Not that bad for playing with a weapon you're not really that used to. but of course it's also a really close quarter map, so you encounter a lot more enemies than normal. Oh, okay, this guy didn't want to die. That's pretty weird. Also, I bought a new screen, so I have to a little bit adjust to the fact that it's 4" bigger than my previous screen, and also the fact that it's full HD. I actually played with a VGA converter to HDMI, which means that you actually lose quality. But yeah, I had a pretty old screen, and everything seems so big and so detailed. It's pretty weird to play like this, so I have to get used to it a little bit. And also I don't know if it's normal, but I actually feel that my mouse sensitivity went down because of the fact that I get a bigger screen. No idea if this is normal. Okay, so this weapon also has a little bit power on the long range, so that's of course a good thing to have. But this weapon is actually mainly or primarily short range or a mid-range weapon. On long range you will probably lose versus various weapons, like of course medic weapons. Oh, I do get a kill here, but there are still some guys here and I don't really see them. So I'm gonna spray a little bit through the grass and hope I can actually hit something. I think there's still a guy here somewhere. No, 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 you motherfucker. Okay, so I'm also not really that used to play with the M9. Mostly I play with the Rex or the Magnum. So, but in fact I actually liked or preferred to play with the M9 in Bad Company 2. I actually had the feeling that that weapon was, in terms of bullets and kill speed, in my opinion, was better than most of the powerful single shot handguns. But I think, I don't know, time changed a little bit. There are a lot of guys here, so I'm gonna try to kill them all, of course. I'm gonna peek. There's one guy. He will that's pretty bad, because we are actually getting shot from the right side and nobody's covering that. Okay, but we're still doing a good job. It's 34-6 now, and we are actually moving in closely towards their spawn, or at least their first spawn. So not exactly sure how that will work out. Okay, he did die. I'm blocking here this guy a little bit, but ooh, this rocket actually almost hit me in the face. This guy will actually look again, possibly, or not exactly possibly, but at least I don't know what the hell happened here. There are still some guys here, but I actually am not allowed to peek that much, because else I will will be killed. But this weapon is not that bad. I mean, it still has a lot of power, especially the close range. It has a little bit of the feel that the UMP 45, I find a little bit the same handling of it. I have not tested it with the. Okay, on my screen I was crossed. I have not tested it with the laser sight because that was not a challenge, so not exactly sure. But it has a little bit the same feel. Once you're really up close to an enemy, it has a feeling that it will die in like 3 hits or something, like with the UMP 45. And I don't have that feeling with the A91. So that is also a little bit of a difference. And actually I got shot from the top. Okay, I did not actually knew that you could actually watch. I haven't played telemarket that much or that often, especially in team deathmatch, so mostly I actually play for the flags and I don't really fight in these small corners here. So it looks like we're getting a little bit pinned down here, and there will be some more guys here. Actually trying to peek and get killed because there's a camper in a bush, which you don't see, of course, because he's actually camouflaged. So I'm gonna show you guys a couple of more yeah, that's, and then I will round up this and put this on YouTube, of course, so you guys can enjoy this. I'm actually gonna go from the right side because I haven't shown you guys that side of the map yet, of course, and of course only if I actually get through here. So let's see, looking good for now. I'm actually just running towards their base and not having any problem. So the weapon has a little bit of long range power, and that was actually a claymore, you motherfuckers. So do not hope I will. Okay, I did not nade myself. I'm actually trying to not get suppressed here so I can actually heal up. If this guy would actually throw a medic pack, nice, thank you. We can actually go up and move up. They will, I think this guy will also die. Okay, I did kind of save him a little bit. The main goal for now actually is to try to get up there. There are still some guys here, so that's a pretty easy kill. I'm just gonna go for it. Let's see what these guys have to offer us. Looks like this guy already died. That was actually the fact that I wanted to go to the top to actually take out this guy, and ooh, this is gonna be bad. There are still some guys here, and actually a lot of guys. There's even a guy going around, and I actually get knifed here because there is not a single soul of my team near my position. So I got knifed somewhere here at this car, and actually my teammates could have moved easily towards their base, but in fact they were just standing and camping there. So no idea why you would do that. It's actually pretty stupid, of course, but you cannot always trust your teammates in a game where most of the people don't really know how to play it. So always check your back. Actually, you always have to check your back yourself. Of course, if you play or team up with people you know on team matches, or I don't know, just pubbing, but then team up with your mates, then it will be normal that you actually get more cover and stuff. So it was a bad timing of this guy to actually throw a medic pack, which means he died. Ooh, I do save myself here. Actually take out these two guys, and there's like 5 guys fighting here over those 2 kills that I just made. So they should be able to move towards the next part, as so am I, of course. I'm gonna go from the left again, because I actually had the feeling that on the left I could break through a little bit easier. I'm gonna jump to the right, but there is no medic pack anymore, which sucks a little bit, of course. No idea why he did not die. Okay, there was a second guy, but that medic should have died actually. Okay, now he dies after one lousy shot with my weapon. Yeah, pretty weird actually. My screen now was towards the stairs, but yeah, in Battlefield these things happen. So there is actually a spot where you can actually go here. Okay, this guy actually had a weird thing. You can actually go from out of bounds and actually go towards their base. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. This guy was actually waiting for the other people. This guy almost put a claymore. I think it was a claymore, not a C4. It was a claymore on this. So I'm actually clearing a lot of guys here. I'm trying to hear if somebody was actually coming up, but I could not hear him. Okay, pretty weird that this guy did not die. I'm gonna try to shoot the wall. I do hit him. And that was a complete fail. I actually had to look a little bit to the left, but my mouse did not fit the screen, of course, so that was a pretty fail. I'm then gonna do that again, and I'm gonna show you guys my last kills here. So, or actually my last life. Looks like this guy already died. He actually got or ate a rocket in the face. And I'm getting blocked here pretty badly. So, and I'm gonna get killed here by a nade. And that's the second one, of course. Ooh. Okay, so I'm pretty low here. Actually, as low as I can get. And I'm gonna actually wait them up. If everything is okay, they will come here. I do get a medic pack, that's awesome. So, and I also have the feeling that these guys actually will wait me up and try to kill me when I pass. So I'm gonna get inside and get outside, and I'm just gonna go. I know that there will be some claymores here, or at least I kinda expect them. Ooh, I'm so happy this guy actually missed me pretty hard. Pretty weird that the second guy did not die. I actually exposed myself a little bit too much here. So so lucky that this guy actually threw a nade on the worst possible time. So you guys can actually still watch a little bit of kills here. There's a guy coming inside. There's actually a guy on the left here. No idea why he was so bad. There's a guy on the left. And he actually runs in and shoots me one shot with his pass. Normally, once you prone a little bit, you actually get a little bit more cover from a shotgun. But I actually failed him, and I was actually shooting at the sniper, not the medic. So then again, always shoot a guy that is a threat to you, and or try not to shoot a guy that is not a threat to you. So as you can see, this is actually a pretty packed situation, which is probably a no-go. So I'm just gonna try to run in, do something, and just die, and that's gonna be it. So as you can see, these guys are actually trying a little bit to move in, and I got shot again with a boss. So I do hope I get a revive, else is gonna be it. There are still some medics in my position, and they should be here somewhere, and looks like nobody's reviving me. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys for the next video. Bye bye.